Good evening. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Before I actually do the profiling, I would love you to do the profiling yourself because why would I walk a mile in your shoes when you're here? So please do the honors and introduce yourself.
Oh, thank you. My name is Katsina Winfred. I am a student here at Macquarie University. I'm offering bachelor's degree in information systems and technology, and I'm the 91st GRC representing students with disabilities.
That's interesting. So you're a leader, you are a student, and you are representing the students with disabilities. So what is could you like help me and explain to us like because there are different forms of disabilities and not everyone can actually understand.
Okay, on that part, the students I represent are usually the special needs students, those that do not, like, should I say, function just like the rest. We have those that are visually impaired, those with hearing impairment, the physically handicapped, those people that use the wheelchairs, the crutches.
Okay,
Different
some disabilities are okay, you're born with them, and then others they just come. So in your case, today we are focusing on you. So in your case, in your story, were you born with a disability or it came?
Definitely not. I'm an amputee for those that could see me physically. Yes,
An amputee.
yes. An amputee is someone that was amputated. I got an accident in 2015.
Okay.
That was in my senior one at Mary Hill High School in Barra, and the left limb was amputated.
So
So,
for someone who does not like really understand what's
sorry, yeah. Amputation is when something is cut off. Yeah, so it was after the accident that the left lower limb was cut off. That's
So
how it happened.
I'm sure that was like a life-changing moment for you.
Yeah.
So at first, how did you like receive the news? If you, I'm sure you can't forget that moment.
Definitely for anyone wouldn't go down with him, wouldn't go so well, but it's something that you choose to embrace, something that you realize you cannot change. It's something that is going to be of permanent effect on you. So you have to just accept and embrace it. I was born like this, I was normal. That is from primary up to senior one till 2015.
So you got amputated in your senior two?
No, senior one,
No.
2015 in second half.
Right. Oh, okay. For someone who is a Christian, or for someone who is going to be, I don't know, I can say it, is going to be that everything happens for a reason. There is a reason as to why it happened to you. Would you agree with them? And did you take it in that manner that God maybe is protecting me from something? That is why it's
At that
happening to me?
point, of course, at that point, you have no excuse. So you have nothing like to lean on to. So you have to accept, be like, maybe there is reason as to why this is happening, but there is no you would justify this happening. Like there is no you would wake up in the morning and
You blame someone or you put a blame.
exactly like you just can't. But it's all about embracing it. It has already happened, whether there is a reason or not. It's something you can't change. So you just have to accept, embrace it, and move on with it.
Okay. As you were actually telling us about yourself, you said you're also a leader. And in most cases, you're going to find some people who are having disabilities are actually going to wallow down in self-pity. But how come it did not happen to you? How, like, because the fact that you were not born with a disability, why were you actually inspired to come and represent the people who have disabilities? What's the motivation behind your leadership job?
Motivations could be a bit multiple. The fact that I wasn't born this way means I've lived a life of a normal person. And this happening gives me a chance to explore the lives of the people that are born with a special needs. So it's because of that that I know what it feels like to be living like this, what it feels like if someone else were normal. So because of that, I feel the urge to represent them because I've been in both worlds, I've been in both shoes, so I can understand. And also me not taking it in a bad way or me being motivated and stuff, I'll attribute the rest to my parents and family. They've been so supportive. There is no point in life when I felt like, okay, I'm down, I'm tired of this, I can't do this anymore. There is never a point like that. From friends, I've not had any single bit of segregation.
Question. I'm going to direct it to okay. It is going to come to like inclusivity, yeah? Do you feel like you've been represented inclusively in everything that is happening? Students, especially,
Apparently, it's not as 100%,
yeah.
but it's trying because I've interacted with most of the students and the problems that they are facing, and there is some bit of inclusion. because most of the new buildings are having ramps that there,
Yeah. So that's
and they are having the lifts. So it's not really as bad because, okay, the old buildings do not do that, but the new system is
Mm.
trying to be a bit inclusive.
okay. So my next question is, have you ever been like bullied or teased? because
Like
of
I
it?
said, no, I've
It's
been with the best.
Not even with like other people,
Not
or you don't
you.
care about other people.
Like I really don't care. If it has happened before, then I would be knowing. I'm like, at this point, I was a bit bullied or a bit
wasn't,
segregated.
yeah.
But it has not happened. I've not seen it. I've not experienced it unless it's happening in dreams. But I've not had that part.
It hasn't happened.
Yes.
Okay, so as what is one of the biggest challenge, or how have you, as the GRCs, helped other people who are watering down in self pity? Because for you, you've taken it in a positive way, because you cannot undo what has happened. But then there is someone out there who is wallowing down in self pity. I cannot actually even go to class. My studies are being affected because I do not want to be seen with other people who are normal.
Actually, the biggest problem about the special needs students is that they segregate themselves. It's
Not
someone
the
that feels
people
exactly.
segregate out.
They feel they are not fitting in some spaces, so they do not bother to join. But I'm not bragging, but I've been inspiration to some people because
Right.
I've had guys approach me and they're like, "How'd you do this?
Yeah, yeah.
How is it like you
But the
are
is to be optimistic about
exactly like you living way too comfortable and
yeah.
it is okay, it begins with a person.
Okay.
The fact that you cannot do anything about it, there is no reason to care about it.
Okay, so there is a myth that I want you to debunk, yeah? Many people say that people with special needs are given government scholarship, not because they are academically intelligent, but because of their situation. Is that true?
Not specifically, but to some extent, because usually if someone is visually impaired and is offering fame, and there is someone else who is fully and ably handed and they are offering fame, if that normal person gets like 17 and the visually impaired gets 15,
They'll take the one who's visually.
that is like a bit obvious. This is someone that does not see. You have all the five senses, but you can't. I don't know. The other person is trying to do a bit something that is challenging.
So, okay, for you, in your case, yeah? Was the government scholarship? Because
No, I'm a government student because I'm actually a national merit.
right.
It's star. Like I performed, I scored. I told you my school, they do the teaching too. Besides the care and the accommodation, they also do that too. So
Yeah.
but that disability scheme, yeah, it does favor students with disabilities, not based on the academics, but you also need to have passed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for being an inspiration to many. So as we wrap up, yeah, which communication are you trying to put outside for someone who is okay, those who feel like they cannot actually succeed academically, but they are very comfortable with their disability or inability to do something that's regardless in future I'll get a job because I am maybe physically handicapped, or maybe because I cannot, something of that sort. Which advice are you telling them? Because I need to get
Yes.
people to come out of their comfort zones.
The main thing I can tell anyone out there that is having a special need, regardless of the nature, it's just embrace what has happened. Look forward. There is need to be optimistic because there is no you're going to sit back and expect things to come, because this is a competitive world.
Right.
Because there is no you're going to expect favor to come on you simply because of your impairment against someone who is like really working hard for it.
Yes.
So
You also
despite the
have to
fact
work
that you are the way you are, you need to put an extra effort. Like try to make sure you are worth what you want. So it's not all about you basing and relying on the fact that you are this, so you'll get the favor. It usually comes in like as a pity, something like they're trying to pity you and like, let's just do this for them. So like get out of the comfort zone. Do not base yourself on that. Do something showing the world that you are worth. You're doing this because you are worth. You have the skills, not because you're impaired.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Beyond the Books. We were profiling and sharing Katsima Winnie's story. Thank you so much for joining us on Beyond the Books. And advising, and also sharing your source of inspiration to the people out there. This is it for today on this episode. Join us, please, next time. Thank you for liking us. And for those who just viewed our videos, my name is Precious Kurunziza, the host of Beyond the Books. Thank you so much for joining me.